Currently, we're in Santa Barbara, California. We're on the corner of Modoc Road and Hollister Avenue. And this train track right here, this is the track where the Amtrak Coast Starlight train goes through Santa Barbara, traveling in between Southern California and Northern California. And on this very train track, at about 1:15 p.m., Friday, March 26, 2021, 28-year-old YouTuber Lee McMillan came to this very train track, and it was her mission that day that was going to be her final day on Earth. Lee was a pretty well-known YouTuber at the time. Before her death, a couple years back, she and her boyfriend had a YouTube channel. It was pretty much one of those van life channels. At the time, they had almost 500,000 subscribers on YouTube. It was called Max and Lee, and in their channel they would travel all over the world, and basically living out of their van, and they had a dog with them doing all that as well. And then she had announced on her Instagram that they had broken up and that she would be going her own separate way. So he took over the channel, he left, he goes back to Australia, and she would come back to the United States. Now, originally she was born in Canada on October 31st of 1992. And it seems, just by reading a brief history about it, that she did struggle with depression issues most, if not all, of her life. Now, after the breakup, she ends up starting her own YouTube channel, and she ended up getting about 50,000 subscribers, and she had 60,000 subscribers on Instagram. Very cute girl, very pretty, young, bubbly personality, had her whole entire life ahead of her. But of course, sometimes people are born with and I'm not a doctor, I'm just gonna say it, an imbalance somewhere. There's an imbalance somewhere that causes the brain to think bad things. And it's something that sometimes people can shake with the right people around them and medication, but sometimes you cannot. And for some unknown reason, on that date at that time, Lee walked up that path right there and calmly waited for a train to pass through. And when it did, she stepped right in front of it, virtually killed instantly. Now, earlier, her friends had reported her missing to the Santa Barbara Sheriff's Office. And when she was reported missing at the time, when it was reported that someone found a woman's body on the train tracks, she had no identification on her, so she remained identified until they put two and two together. When she left her residence, she left her keys, she left her wallet, she left her cell phone, she left her purse, everything she left. And on that day, she probably was thinking, oh, I'm gonna do it this day, and then she didn't do it. For some unknown reason, that had to be the day. That had to be the day where she just, in a sense, took her life into her own hands. And her last boyfriend wrote on his Instagram, quote, "Every day with you was an adventure, and I hope wherever you are, you found peace and snuggles. Rest easy, puppy. I love you more than you will ever know." Yeah. Why do people do these things? I have no idea. As I'm walking on these tracks, the same tracks where she was walking on, I always think these, odd questions to myself, me trying to put myself into her position. I wonder what she was thinking as that train was barreling in front of her. She had, ample opportunity to not do it. She could have been standing right there She could have been standing right over here, and that train just came, and within a blink of an eye. And I would wonder, did she feel pain? Did she have conscious thought after the accident? Did she have regret? I guess it depends on what you believe in. If you believe that we have a soul, that we have a spirit, that we have conscious thought at the untimely end of our lives, I do believe we do. And, you know, it's easy for me to say because I'm not in their position, you know what I mean? And I do try to put myself in the position of others. You know, I always say never take a permanent solution to a temporary problem. But then again, I'm not there. I don't know. I don't know how it is to feel that in your brain where you just have this almost like this something's calling you from another dimension, telling you to come. Whatever that feeling is, that feeling of gray, dark, hopelessness. The sun shines on everyone someday. Very, very tough, and I'm sure her parents, you know, she heard a lot of people, a lot of friends, just, you know. Yeah, it hurts. Even me standing here, it sucks. This was a quick video. I just wanted to show you the location, talk really quickly about Lee. I had not heard of her before this story came out, but one of my friends, I believe, had followed her on social media, was absolutely shocked when this story happened. I remember they're the one actually informed me about this story. So. All right, well, guys, I'm gonna get out of here. I think a little bit of a ways from here, I'm gonna go catch up with another story of a narcissistic lunatic who went into a bar and shot up the place and killed several people. So I'm gonna go do that story right now, and I'm gonna get down this embankment without trying to fall. All right, guys. Lamont at large. Rest in peace to Lee McMillan. Remember, guys, never take a permanent solution to a temporary problem. I'll catch up with you on the next one. Peace out.